Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Today is what is today? The 23rd? Yep, 23rd, Thursday, the 23rd. Creative Thursdays. And our normal host, which is Mama Evelyn Pinkard, is on vacation. So we are going to handle this today. We're going to start off by listening to 10 things. Let me see, let me move this. 10 things you must improve daily. Dr. Joe Dispenza Motivation, although I don't think it's Joe that's speaking, but it's really good. 10 things, 10 things, 10 things.
To be here with all of you today. I can feel the energy in this room, the excitement, the thirst for knowledge and transformation. And that's exactly what we're here to talk about. The 10 things that you must improve on a daily basis in order to create the life of your dreams. Now, I know that might sound like a tall order. 10 things to improve every single day. That's a lot of work, right? Well, let me tell you, my friends, these 10 things are not just important. They are absolutely essential if you want to experience the kind of profound, lasting change that you're seeking. You see, too many people these days are just going through the motions, living their lives on autopilot and wondering why they're not achieving the level of success, fulfillment, and happiness that they know is possible. No, the answer is simple. They're not taking the time to focus on these 10 critical areas of personal growth and development. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. These 10 things, these 10 daily practices, these 10 essential components of a truly successful and fulfilling life. They're the keys to unlocking your full potential, to tapping into the unlimited power of your mind and your consciousness. So, are you ready to dive in? Are you ready to learn what these 10 things are and how you can start implementing them into your life on a daily basis? Wonderful, because let's get started. The first thing you must improve on a daily basis is your mindset. Now, I know that might sound like a no-brainer, but let me tell you, the power of your mindset is truly incredible. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. You see, your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It's the filter that determines how you interpret the events and circumstances of your life. And if that filter is clouded by negativity, by fear, by limiting beliefs, then that's exactly what you're going to experience in your life. But when you take the time to cultivate a positive, empowering mindset, one that's rooted in possibility.
Earn a $10 salon reward certificate after one bath or groom at PetSmart.
Anything for you.
In abundance, in a deep belief in your own potential. That's when the magic starts to happen. That's when you start to see the world in a whole new way. And that's when you start to unlock the key to creating the life that you truly desire. And it's not just about being positive all the time either. It's about being intentional, about being deliberate in the way that you think, in the way that you approach the world. It's about consciously choosing your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions, rather than just allowing them to control you. Because let me tell you, my friends, the way that you think, the way that you feel, it has a profound impact on the results that you're able to achieve. When you're operating from a place of fear, of doubt, of limiting beliefs, you're going to attract more of that into your life. But when you shift your mindset, when you start to focus on the things that you want rather than the things that you don't want, that's when the miracles start to happen. And that's why it's so important to make improving your mindset a daily practice. It's not something that you can just do once and then forget about. No, it's an ongoing process of self-awareness, of self-reflection, of constantly challenging yourself to see the world in a new and empowering way. So, my friends, if you want to create the life of your dreams, if you want to experience the kind of profound, lasting change that you're seeking, then you have to make improving your mindset a priority. You have to commit to this practice day in and day out and trust that the results will come. And that leads us to the second thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your emotional state. You see, far too many people these days are slaves to their emotions, constantly buffeted about by the ups and downs of their feelings and their moods. But let me tell you, that's not the way to create the kind of life that you truly want. No, the key is to take control of your emotions, to learn how to consciously regulate and manage them so that they're serving you rather than sabotaging you. Because the truth is, your emotions, they have a powerful influence on the decisions that you make, the actions that you take, and the results that you're able to achieve. When you're operating from a place of fear, of anger, of resentment, You're going to make very different choices than you would if you were in a state of love, of joy, of deep inner peace. And that's why it's so important to make improving your emotional state a daily practice. It's not just about feeling good all the time. It's about cultivating a deep sense of emotional mastery, a profound understanding of how your emotions work and how you can use them to your advantage. Because when you do that, when you learn to consciously regulate your emotions, to shift your state at will, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to unlock your full potential to tap into the limitless power of your mind and your consciousness. And the great thing is there's so many different tools and techniques that you can use to improve your emotional state on a daily basis. Things like meditation, breath work, visualization, and even simple practices like gratitude and affirmations can have a profound impact on the way that you feel and the way that you experience the world. So, my friends, if you want to create the kind of life that you truly desire, if you want to experience the kind of fulfillment and joy that most people can only dream of, then you have to make improving your emotional state a priority. It's not just a nice to have gear, it's an absolute necessity if you want to achieve the kind of success and transformation that you're seeking. And that brings us to the third thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your physical health. Now, I know that might not sound as exciting as the first two, but let me tell you, the impact that your physical health has on your overall well-being is truly profound. You see, your body is not just a vessel for your consciousness. It's an integral part of who you are, and it plays a crucial role in your ability to manifest your dreams and your desires. When your body is healthy, when it's functioning at its peak, that's when you're able to tap into the full power of your mind and your spirit. But when your body is out of balance, when it's weighed down by toxins, by poor nutrition, by a lack of physical activity, that's when the challenges start to arise. It becomes harder to focus, harder to maintain a positive mindset, harder to feel the kind of energy and vitality that you need to truly thrive. And that's why it's so important to make improving your physical health a daily practice. It's not just about looking good on the outside. It's about feeling good on the inside, about giving your body the nourishment and the care that it needs to function at its best. And the great thing is there are so many different ways that you can do this. Things like eating a healthy, balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and practicing stress management techniques like meditation. And breathwork can have a huge impact on your overall health and well-being. But it's not just about the physical stuff either. It's also about taking care of your body on a deeper level, about tuning in to the subtle energies and rhythms that are flowing through you and learning how to align yourself with those rhythms in a way that supports your growth and your transformation. Because when you do that, when you make the commitment to improve your physical health on a daily basis, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to feel more vibrant, more alive, more in touch with the limitless potential that lies within you. And that, my friends, is the foundation for the kind of success and fulfillment that you're seeking. Because when your body is in balance, when it's functioning at its peak, that's when you're able to show up in the world in the most powerful and impactful way possible. So if you want to create the life of your dreams, if you want to experience the kind of transformation that you've been longing for, then you have to make improving your physical health a priority. It's not something that you can just do once and then forget about. It's an ongoing process of self-care and self-improvement.
In the high support indie bra, I move without limitation.
I feel supported in the front.
Improvement that will pay dividends in every area of your life. And that brings us to the fourth thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your relationships. You see, far too many people these days are walking through life feeling isolated, disconnected, and unfulfilled. They have all the material trappings of success, but they're still missing that deep sense of belonging, that profound sense of connection that we all crave as human beings. But the truth is, your relationships, they are the lifeblood of your existence. They are the conduits through which you experience the deepest joys and the deepest sorrows of being human. And when you neglect them, when you fail to nurture and cultivate them on a daily basis, that's when the real challenges start to arise. Because let me tell you, my friends, the quality of your relationships, it has a profound impact on every other area of your life. It shapes the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you show up in the world. And when those relationships are healthy, when they're thriving, that's when you're able to tap into the full power of your potential. But when they're not, when they're strained, when they're plagued by resentment, by mistrust, by a lack of true intimacy and connection, that's when the wheels start to fall off. That's when the stress and the anxiety start to creep in, and that's when it becomes increasingly difficult to achieve the kind of success and fulfillment that you're seeking. And that's why it's so important to make improving your relationships a daily practice. It's not just about the big dramatic moments, the grand gestures, and the grand apologies. No, it's about the little things, the small acts of kindness, the consistent efforts to show up, to be present, to truly listen, and to truly connect. Because when you do that, when you make the commitment to nurture and cultivate your relationships on a daily basis, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when you start to experience a deeper sense of belonging, a deeper sense of purpose, a deeper sense of fulfillment that goes beyond just your own individual goals and desires. And the great thing is, there's so many different ways that you can improve your relationships on a daily basis. Things like practicing active listening, expressing gratitude, and setting clear boundaries can have a huge impact on the quality of your connections with the people in your life. But it's not just about the relationships with your family and your friends either. It's also about the relationship that you have with yourself, the way that you treat and care for your own inner world. Because let me tell you, my friends, when you learn to love and accept yourself, when you learn to honor your own needs and your own desires, that's when the doors start to open in every other area of your life. So if you want to create the kind of life that you truly desire, if you want to experience the kind of fulfillment and joy that most people can only dream of, then you have to make improving your relationships a priority. It's not just a nice to have, it's an absolute necessity. If you want to achieve the kind of success and transformation that you're seeking. And that brings us to the fifth thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your mindfulness and presence. You see, far too many people these days are living their lives on autopilot, constantly distracted by the endless stream of information and stimulation that bombards them every single day. But let me tell you, my friends, that's not the way to create the kind of life that you truly want. No, the key is to cultivate a deep sense of mindfulness and presence, to learn how to be fully engaged and fully attuned to the here and now, rather than constantly worrying about the past or obsessing over the future. Because when you do that, when you learn to be fully present in the moment, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to tap into the limitless potential of your mind and your consciousness to unlock the keys to true success and fulfillment. And the great thing is, there are so many different ways that you can improve your mindfulness and presence on a daily basis. Things like meditation, breath work, and even simple practices like taking regular breaks and being fully present during your daily activities can have a profound impact on the way that you experience the world. But it's not just about the practical techniques either. It's also about the way that you orient your mind and your consciousness, the way that you train yourself to be fully engaged and fully attuned to the present moment. Because let me tell you, my friends, when you learn to be fully present, when you learn to let go of the distractions and the worries that so often consume us, that's when you start to experience a deep sense of inner peace, a profound sense of connection to the world around you. And that, in turn, has a ripple effect on every other area of your life. It enhances your creativity, it boosts your productivity, it deepens your relationships, and it gives you a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. So if you wanted to create the kind of life that you truly desire, if you want to experience the kind of transformation that you've been longing for, then you have to make improving your mindfulness and presence a priority. It's not just a nice to have, it's an essential component of a truly successful and fulfilling life. And that brings us to the sixth thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your commitment to personal growth and development. You see, far too many people these days are content to just coast through life, to just do the bare minimum and hope for the best. But let me tell you, my friends, that's not the way to achieve the kind of success and fulfillment that you deserve. No, the key is to never stop learning, to never stop growing, to never stop pushing the boundaries of what you think is possible. Because the truth is, the world is constantly changing. And if you're not changing and growing along with it, you're going to get left behind. And that's not just true in a professional or academic sense. It's true in every area of your life. Your relationships, your health, your mindset, your emotional state. These are all things that require ongoing cultivation and development if you want to truly thrive. And that's why it's so important to make personal growth and development a daily.
Cracked windshield on your new car? Bring it to Safelight. My customer was enjoying her new car when her windshield
Daily practice. It's not just about reading the latest self-help book or attending the latest personal development seminar. No, it's about a deep, ongoing commitment to learning, to expansion, to the relentless pursuit of becoming the best version of yourself. And the great thing is, there are so many different ways that you can do this. Things like pursuing new hobbies and interests, seeking out mentors and coaches, and engaging in regular reflection and introspection can all be incredibly powerful tools for personal growth and development. But it's not just about the external stuff either. It's also about the inner work, the deep dive into your own consciousness, your own belief systems, your own limiting patterns and behaviors. Because let me tell you, my friends, when you can identify and transform those deep-seated limiting beliefs and patterns, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to unlock the full power of your potential, to tap into the limitless possibility that lies within you. And that's why it's so important to make personal growth and development a daily practice. It's not just about achieving your goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve anything and everything that they desire. So if you want to create the kind of life that you truly want, if you want to experience the kind of fulfillment and joy that most people can only dream of, then you have to make personal growth and development a priority. It's not just a nice to have, it's an absolute necessity if you want to achieve the kind of transformation that you're seeking. And that brings us to the seventh thing that you must improve on a daily basis, and that is your connection to a higher purpose. You see, far too many people these days are caught up in the rat race, chasing after the material trappings of success without ever stopping to consider the deeper meaning and purpose of their lives. But let me tell you, my friends, that's not the way to achieve true and lasting fulfillment. No, the key is to cultivate a deep and unwavering connection to a higher purpose, to something that transcends your own individual desires and goals. Because when you do that, when you tap into that sense of purpose and meaning, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to experience a level of fulfillment and joy that goes beyond just the material and the external. And the great thing is there are so many different ways that you can cultivate this connection to a higher purpose. It could be through spiritual or religious practices, through service and volunteering, or through the pursuit of a creative or artistic passion. But the key is to find that thing, that calling that drives you from the deepest part of your being. Because let me tell you, my friends, when you're operating from a place of deep purpose and meaning, that's when you're able to tap into the full power of your potential. That's when you start to experience a level of motivation, of inspiration, and of unstoppable determination that simply can't be matched by those who are just chasing after the material things. And that, in turn, has a profound impact on every other area of your life, your relationships, your health, your mindset, your emotional state. They all start to shift and align in service of that higher purpose. Because when you're connected to something greater than yourself, when you're operating from a place of deep meaning and significance, that's when you start to experience a level of synchronicity and flow that is truly remarkable. And that's why it's so important to make cultivating that connection to a higher purpose a daily practice. It's not just about the big grand moments. It's about the small, everyday choices and actions that you take to stay aligned with that deeper sense of meaning and significance. Whether it's taking time for daily reflection and introspection, engaging in acts of service and compassion, or simply reminding yourself of the why behind what you do, these daily practices are the keys to unlocking the full power of your potential. Because when you're operating from a place of deep purpose and meaning, nothing can stop you. And that now brings us to the 8th, 9th, and 10th things that you must improve on a daily basis. Your self-discipline, your commitment to excellence, and your ability to adapt and evolve. You see, my friends, true and lasting success is not just about having the right mindset or the right emotional state. It's also about the daily habits, routines, and practices that you put in place to support your growth and development. And at the heart of all of that is self-discipline. Because let's face it, change is hard. It requires us to step outside of our comfort zones, to push past our fears and our limitations, and to consistently take action in the face of adversity. And that's where self-discipline comes in. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the commitment to follow through, day in and day out, no matter what obstacles may arise. And when you cultivate that kind of self-discipline, when you make it a daily practice, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to see the results, the progress, the transformation that you've been longing for. Because self-discipline is the foundation upon which all lasting change is built. But it's not just about self-discipline, my friends. It's also about your commitment to excellence. Because let's face it, in today's fast-paced, highly competitive world, simply doing the bare minimum is not enough. No, if you want to achieve the kind of success and fulfillment that you're seeking, you have to be willing to go above and beyond, to push the boundaries of what you think is possible. And that means constantly striving for improvement, constantly seeking out new ways to grow and develop. It means being willing to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to do whatever it takes to be the best version of yourself. Because when you make that commitment to excellence, a daily practice, that's when you start to see the kind of results that most people can only dream of. And finally, my friends, the 10th and final thing that you must improve on a daily basis is your ability to adapt and evolve. Because let's face it, the world is changing at a faster and more rapid pace than ever before. And if you're not willing to change and adapt along with it, you're going to get left behind. But when you cultivate that ability to adapt and evolve, when you make it a daily practice to be open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of being, that's when the real magic starts to happen. That's when you start to unlock the full power of your potential, to tap into the limitless possibility that lies within you. Because the truth is, the world is not going to wait for you. It's not going to slow down or hold still while you figure things out. No, it's going to keep moving, and it's going to keep changing. And the only way to truly thrive in this kind of environment is to be willing to change and evolve along with it. So, my friends, these are the 10 things that you must improve on a daily basis if you want to create the kind of life that you truly desire. Mindset, emotional state, physical health, relationships, mindfulness, personal growth, purpose, self-discipline, excellence, and adaptability. These are the keys to unlocking your full potential, to tapping into the limitless possibility that lies within you. And it's not going to be easy, I know. It's going to require hard work, dedication, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. But I can promise you the rewards are truly incredible. When you make the commitment to improve these 10 things on a daily basis, you start to see the world in a whole new way. You start to experience a level of success, fulfillment, and joy that most people can only dream of. So, my friends, let's get started. Let's put these principles into practice. Let's start taking the daily actions that will transform our lives, because the truth is the world is waiting for you. The opportunities are out there. The resources are available. And all you have to do is make the choice to step up and claim them. Thank you, and may you all experience the incredible transformation that is possible when you commit to these 10 daily practices.
But I don't vision board anymore because I am a powerful manifester. And I know how to do it without physically putting it on a board. Want to know how to do it?
Absolutely.
You have to meet the vibration. You can't be above or below it. It's just what I was talking about, negative energy, positive energy. In order to draw the thing to you that you want to come, you can't want it so much that you fear that you won't get it. You have to want it. So in order for me to be on your vision board, you must have put it there and then you let it go.
Yes.
And then you weren't thinking about it every day. Because you can't, it doesn't come to you that way. You have to do it, and then you have to put it, and then you have to meet that vibration. You have to prepare yourself to be there and ready when it shows up.
What?
How about that?
That was amazing. That was, it's almost like going back to Queen of Four training or doing Sacred Woman or doing any fast with her. She puts all that together for you to do in like 30 days. So I'm thinking about Lakeisha's ritual challenge.
Yeah.
And just putting everything together. And I know she said that you can fast with it. I'm definitely thinking about fasting because it's been a while since I fasted. And I know things manifest a lot quicker when you're cleansing all that stuff out of your body. And one thing about us, I know we are supposed to be fasting at the top of each and every season. That's how it's like that's like the oil change for the body. And when we don't, that's when sometimes our body decides to take its own medical personal vacation unexpectedly. So yeah, he just put everything together. I hope you put the link into the chat, because I wouldn't mind listening to that a tad bit more.
Yeah, I'll put it in the WhatsApp.
But I will say this. You, Queen Aduni, and a lot of other seniors that I know kind of adapt some of these principles, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be who you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm down for it. It's time for a renaissance, and a change. And so I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to tell you something. Yesterday, well, I think I talked to you yesterday when I was out in my adventures, um, in downtown Detroit. I did stop by the Busted Bra Shop, on Woodward yesterday, and I got fitted because I've lost weight, and none of my intimates fit. And I don't know about you, but it's something walking around with an ill-fitted bra, whether you're too big or too small, it's just not.
Not comfortable.
Not
It's not.
So what I found out yesterday is they do a very professional fitting. They also create a profile. So when you're trying on the different brands of bras that they have, they create a profile for you. So it doesn't matter which of the 6 shops that you go to, the brand of the bra style that you like is actually on their computer file. So I like that.
Yeah.
Like that. I was not able to purchase any bras yesterday, but that's okay. But they do have a panty bin. I'm like, oh, okay. Those bins are like $10 a pair. So I was able to get at least 3, treat myself to at least 3 pairs of underwear. And I don't know, I feel like it's been so long since I actually did that, that felt kind of nice. Like, oh, okay. But just the fitting of the bras and getting used to the different styles and everything like that, it was a beautiful experience.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know if the Busted Bra Shop is a Black-owned business. I got to do some research and check it out. But they got some nice lingerie up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, yeah, we gonna go back because I have to redo my whole wardrobe. It's now time. I'm throwing away stuff. I'm giving away stuff. Part of that art creativeness for me is definitely in the clothes that I wear and how I wear them and what I wear, especially the earrings. My Mama Evelyn's earrings and Stephanie's earrings always are attention grabbers, always. And they do add a good flair to whatever outfit. So, clothing, I'm like, okay, I have to get stuff that fits, that looks good, because that's a daily adornment, just, and I think about Queen Afua and Sacred Woman, and when she talks about sacred beauty, she has a whole section where she talks about the clothes that you wear and the colors that you wear and how that it stimulates your femininity. It stimulates that goddess in you, and you want to be conscious of what you're wearing and how you're wearing it. What is it? Just how you're wearing it, what you wear and how you wear. So I'm like, okay, it's that season and we are cleaning up and it's time for a new wardrobe, stuff that actually fits. So yeah, that's the creativity part. That's why I'm working on this. I'm gonna work on this purse later on today. The cigar purse. But thank you, Queen, for sharing that. And also I say living it too, because you adapt. I say that much, and you adapt well. And your earrings is shining in the light of the sun.
Well, how did the 10 out of the 10 things that we should do daily, I'm going to list them. Which one really hits you as something that you do all the time, you're really good at, and then which one do you need to work on? So 2 things. So number 1 was mindset. Number 2, your emotional state. Number 3, physical health. 4, relationships. 5, mindfulness. 6, personal growth and development. 7, connection to a higher purpose. 8, self-discipline. 9, commitment to excellence. And 10, adapt and evolve. So give me first, well, let's go with what you really are really good at. You really get an A in that area. And the others, I'm not gonna say a D or anything like that. Let's say, that you're working on. Let's say it like that. You give yourself a grade. So,
I'll go first.
Okay, Joy.
So you said which one you really feel that you are good at?
Really, yeah, you got that going on. That's kind of natural for you.
I think evolving, and it depends on the situation. I like the different things. I like to change, move and groove and do different. I'm not a routine person. And that kind of it really has its disadvantages in some cases.
Yeah.
Because you need that discipline, you need that routine, especially when you are in business. You need that routine.
So adapt and evolve is your strength.
I think, depending on yes, I look at that as more of my strength. Yes.
And then what you're working on?
Mindset and health. Why you laugh, Queen? Why you laugh?
We about the same.
The same thing. I hear you.
Aquarius.
Yes, and that's all. It's constant. It's just constant.
And I'm going to say really the physical health for me would be where I really need to step up my game in being consistent with my physical health. As though, I'm healthy, very healthy, yet there are definitely some things that I am doing that is not beneficial, and some things that I need to do that would be beneficial. And I think getting that, locking in on that physical health, the exercising, the walking, the eating, that part right there. Right now I'm going through this ice cream thing, which is nothing but a bunch of dairy and the canned food that I eat so that I can puree it is it has dairy in it as well. So I'm like being over consumed with dairy at this point in my life. And so I really have to bless the food so that I don't take on any of those too much dairy things that could come about. So
let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever thought about switching over to the vegan ice cream, the almond milk ice cream, the oat milk ice cream? Because they do, it is out there. It's not as convenient. It's not like you can walk up to 7-Eleven and just get
exactly
an ice cream.
That's the thing.
But Harbortown does carry it. But they do have the vegan version.
Yeah, I had to try a few of them. I'm not sure if it's the ice cream or if it's in particular Haagen-Dazs.
It's nowhere it's nowhere compared to Haagen-Dazs. I get that.
Yeah.
But, when I get that feeling, what is it? I gotta send you the brands, but they're definitely there. And you can make an ice cream. So the ice cream is using the frozen bananas. So frozen banana and with the fruit, you have nice cream when you, what is it? Blend. Frozen banana is actually the consistency, thickness of ice cream.
I was just gonna say that is a good go-to for a replacement. You can have a bag of peeled ones in the freezer and just have a bite now and then, and it'll satisfy that craving. Yeah, really try it.
I shall.
The Annie's brand. There's a brand called Annie's. That's vegan. It's the vegan Campbell's, basically.
Okay.
So might need to look at Annie's as a replacement, because they do have stuff that doesn't I think it has, you know, cashew cream as opposed to actual dairy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep, and then my strength is, well, I'm always in personal growth and development, always working in that area. And for Grand Rising, Lakeisha and Lolly, we watched a video, 10 things that you need to do daily. And one was work on your mindset. Two was your emotional state. Three, your physical health, your relationships. Number four. Number five is mindfulness. 6 is personal growth and development. 7 is connection to a higher purpose. 8 is self-discipline. 9 is your commitment to excellence. And 10 is adaptability and evolve, being able to evolve. So
Ooh, that was good.
what is your one thing that you really are strong at, and what area do you need to work on? So I'm not going to say you get a D or an F or a C, but you know, you need to work on this. I believe all of us is pretty cool in all these areas. Joy was saying she's able to adapt and evolve easily. And what was the other one? The one that was it mindset, Joy?
Yeah, I pretty much adapt and flow. You know, I just like to flow so I can go with the environment or change when it's time to change. The one and also the ones that I'm working on are mindset and health. Those are the two that I'm really striving to do more, because everything begins in the mind. Everything begins in the mind.
Right.
If I had more discipline to be more discipline in the mind, then everything else would come natural, you know.
Anyone else want to share?
I'm like Joy, and that is I feel like that is a wonderful trait of Joy's, because she do seem like she can adapt, you know, and I've been able to adapt and flow, you know. I can kick it with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I can move and shake with anybody. I don't care what the atmosphere is like. I'm very good at that part of it.
Yeah.
And then the area that I'm really got to work on is the health part, the health and wellness part. You know, how can I have a company called Natural Living by Design and dealing with herbs and all that, and then I don't have myself together.
Yeah. That's how I ended up going totally natural, was when I started braiding hair. When I would press my hair in between those times, well, one, nobody would be asking me about who did your hair. So I had, and then learning more and more about natural and the damage that the chemicals was doing, and how even pressing your hair was altering, in many people, it alters your hair over time of putting the heat on there. So I just had to go ahead and go totally natural and learn natural. And then, yeah, and it followed from that point on. Yeah. So, anyone else?
I go. I think I know I'm really good at adapting, or I call it flow, just going with the flow. Because things change all the time. Like you said, stuff is changing all the time. So it doesn't make any sense to be in resistance and go against the grain. It just time to go with the flow. And the second one that I'm really good at.
No, that's the other one is where you're working on.
What I'm working on? Technically, it's like all of it.
I know, right?
All of it.
She said all of it. I know that's right there. Yeah,
it is all of it. Right.
But you know, and hey, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm like, you know, the lessons show up daily, and that's the one thing I'm like, oh, it's gonna keep showing up until you get it straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to, if it's okay, I sent Danielle a response to her text message today. And I just want to say, as my little sister, since she called me her sister, big sister, it's my little sister. You know, she said she went straight to sleep. She fell out last night. And you probably needed the rest, because we see what you're doing. We see that you working on yourself, you working on your personal development, you stepping out of the box, and I just want to commend you for that. I want to commend you because I see what you're trying to do. I see the change, and it's a positive change. We all still got a lot of work to do. I'm working on myself as well, but I just want to say that we see you and we are proud of you. I'm definitely proud of you, and just keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You stepping into you finding yourself, and you stepping into your purpose and your passion. And I just want to say we see you, and I love you, and just keep it up. Keep going.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it really helps when you're around like-minded people who are doing the same exact thing. And so this is my encouragement to keep going, because how can I say this? I know sometimes we have to do stuff by ourselves, but it helps when you have community around you to encourage you to keep going, because it gets to be difficult. But like I said, God is really showing up and showing out, and I'm like, you know what? We gonna keep going, because as long as He keeps providing and opening up the pathways, I'm gonna keep walking. I'll just say it like that. I'm gonna keep walking. Thank you, Keisha.
Mm-hmm. Now I feel like Rev, when you say we don't know what you're talking about, you answered something, but you didn't tell us what you're answering, and you shared it. You said response to a text or something, and then you gave her an answer, but we don't know what that was. So if you could kind of enlighten us a little bit more.
Okay, I just asked for something, and she said she's gonna send it, but she passed out. She said I passed out, and then from seeing the video, the Zoom for the other day, you can see that she needed some rest.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
so you saw she needed some rest. So I'm like, okay, you probably needed it, sis. You got, get the rest, and just kind of like letting her know that she probably needed it to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
We
Good. Okay.
see what you're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot, but we see what you're trying to do, and you're trying to walk in your purpose, dream, and just keep going.
Yeah. See what you're doing. You ain't trying, she ain't trying to do it. What's she doing?
What you doing? What you doing? Yes. What you doing? Yes.
Yes. Oh, did you all see the winner of The Voice? Oh,
no.
Oh, anyway, magnificent. I was screaming. We were screaming when this brother won. Magnificent voice and stuff. It was like when Fantasia won. Everybody was like on their seat. She got to win, screaming and stuff. It was like when Barack won. Then this brother won. Oh my God, he was excellent. Anyway, Lolly. Yeah. Anyway, get to know.
Yes.
Lolly, how are you getting ready for tomorrow, the opening? And
Today.
It's today?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yes, it's today. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so glad you said that, because I'm supposed to be there, and I'm talking about I was going to Bible study. Girl, okay. Yes, it is today, Thursday.
You got your ticket already?
Huh?
Lakeisha, you got your ticket already?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Also,
okay.
I gotta send Lakeisha. I gotta send you your virtual tickets, the other number. That's why I had texted the number I had, and then, but you're gonna get it from me. But yeah.
You
Hold on, let me
excited and stuff?
kind of. So here's the deal. I'm excited about that is happening. I still have a lot to do to get my life in order today. And of course, today is like one of those days where everything is like, oh, you got meetings, you got this, you got that, you got. I'm like, I still got to figure out what I'm doing with my hair. I don't know if my dress fits.
Oh yeah, right.
I do my makeup. It was just a lot. And then I still have to go to work, and then I have to leave from work early to go to the premiere. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out though.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for that. So yeah. But to answer the question, I can't remember all the things that y'all listed from the video. But I would, like other people, I would say my adaptability is something that I'm like, I get an A++** exclamation point on that, because the way my life changes on a constant basis. And I just have to find a new avenue, go with the flow, as Danielle said, and it's just like, it can be so challenging, but it's been like that my entire life. I went to like 9 different schools, 2 different universities, 4 different high schools, and like just it's always changing. So adaptability is like easy for me. And then just like I mean, mindfulness is something I'm constantly working on, but I would say for me right now, something that I'm specifically working on is also my health, because overall I'm pretty healthy, but I'm dealing with gut issues that actually started before I got pregnant, and now because I am pregnant, it's like enhanced. So I really need to find a way to heal myself, because the doctors are like, just take this, take that. We can't really do anything because you're pregnant. And I'm like, this is not comfortable.
Right.
But I need to really push myself to look at what I can do during my pregnancy, instead of being just accepting the fact that there's nothing that they can do while I'm pregnant. And the what naturopathic options I have that are still beneficial or don't bother the pregnancy and everything. So I have to do my own research, which is another. And not even just doing the research. I've done some, but I have to be consistent in myself. I have to, in the morning, continue to drink that tea that I've concocted every day, not skipping days. Like it's just like medicine, it's herbs. And so I have to force myself to get in rhythm. So that's what I'm working on.
Your routine.
Yes,
that's part of your routine. Yes.
Yeah.
How much have you gained? Have you gained weight?
Not really, no.
Okay. Yeah, that seemed like one of those things that all of a sudden the next day when you wake up, 10,000 jumped on you and stuff. It's like, whoa, where did this come from? That's good. That's good. All right, my queens. Tomorrow, Lolly, I will not be here tomorrow. Are you able to hold it down? My nephew is being sentenced tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
My niece needs me there.
Yes.
For when that happens. So I will be there. Star will be here to, open everything up.
I think one of my friends is coming tomorrow. So hopefully she'll be able to add to the conversation.
And Goddess has something. I was going to have her come tomorrow, but I'm gonna have her to wait until next week. So, okay. She could come tomorrow still. I want to promote her. So
okay.
And then remember that in June, I really would like the whole week, the whole month of June, that we really concentrate on bringing some brothers in to talk about what they do and stuff, but definitely that week before Father's Day. And we can extend it definitely to the week after Father's Day. So think of who you would like to who represents fathering very, very well, so just think about that, and let's put that together so that we can actually promote that week, those 2 weeks. Let's just say the 2 weeks. Let's say that 2 weeks before and after, we can really promote who is going to be there all 5 days. We can do that type of promotion. Let's do that. And I'm still waiting on Jabril to send me the whole thing. I told him you don't have to, I mean, he can continue doing little snippets, but it's going to take forever because he has to go through and pick out. No, that's too much. Just send me the raw footage. And then he can take his time in doing what the other intricate things that he wants to do. But I need to see the whole footage. Yeah. So there we are there. And y'all had the pictures and all is well. Yes, Maureen.
I just wanted to add something about what I heard today.
Mhm.
And I love how Oprah's ad wrapped it all up at the very end of
Yeah.
matching the vibration, because I have found myself adapting to some circumstances and ways of being like a fish, something shiny, ooh, over there, or I have to. And it's not always adapting to what's correct or what is the desire. So I love the 3 words that were thrown out about the strength of adaptability and the evolution of the rhythm of the routine and flow. And those that have popped up, because matching a vibration of something was really nice how she put it, whether it's a correct at every moment, but to, not focus on it so hard you fall down doing something else and fall away from other things. But having that in the background, the routine sounds awful like that other 4-letter word of work.
Yeah.
So if it's more like the 3-letter word of flow or evolve or have some rhythm to it, then it seems a little bit more copacetic to a balance, and that you're not in a grip of it. So that is really what I'm working on, is matching the vibration of the big desires so that they are not blocked by the kinetic adaptability.
That's good stuff. There really is. You matching. So what are we what keeps showing up? Then how do we need to change our vibration around it? So that next level. And I know for me, my visions are super large. I mean, super, super, super. And I got a lot of work to do. I've got to release a lot of stuff, so that my vibration and the way I'm thinking, the way I'm being, the afterthoughts of things that happen, that I get clear of that even faster. And so, which means I have to go even deeper.
Right.
Yeah. Which does include a fast. I need to do a fast and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
It also includes acceptance and smoothing out the static of like all the input. Just I do that during the day when I get like overwhelmed, just to smooth out the static so that the reception is a little better. Like the old-fashioned radios, like not like we have now where it just goes right to the dot. And it was real funny. I had a cousin who was very into being a nonconformist, and I gave her a ride somewhere, and her and her boyfriend screamed to the static they put on the radio. And I thought, okay, well, I'm all about whatever you want to shout about, but this is really interfering with my ability to focus on the road and not break us all. So it is that balance and being able to smooth out the static and accept, like, if you're gonna fast, I remember the church saying very importantly that it's not to do without completely, but the minimum necessity of the body to function. And then you can feel like you're floating. That was what came to me immediately when Deep had been shouting about what we wanted. What?
That's okay. She was talking to something.
Oh.
Okay, it's 10 after, and so we're going to close. Were you complete, Boo? All right, let's give ourselves a big, 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 big hug. So I will see you tonight, Miss Star. Miss Star, like STAR, like star, like a diamond, like that one. Not, I'll see star anyway, but you know. And then hug the world and sprinkle blessings on the opening, on the grand opening, the premiere of the movie, that everything will go smooth and money, 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 money will be as a result. Popularity, popularity, doors opening for you and all of that. Peace and prosperity.
Sure. Thank you.
Peace out.